Hey guys, sorry for taking so long to make another episode. I've been caught up with schoolwork and we have a tremendously important project that I can't fumble on. It makes up college credit, but that's another story. Today's topic is going to be about respect. Now, what does that mean? Well, respect is something that refers to the act of showing consideration and appreciation towards, like yourself and others. It involves recognizing the worth of everyone and treating them accordingly. At its core, respect is about recognizing that every person has inherent value and deserves to be treated with compassion. I think it's an essential part of building trust with someone, both, in our personal and professional lives, which I'm actually going to get to in just a sec. And respect can be shown in many different ways, from simple acts of kindness to more meaningful gestures of empathy and understanding. For example, I have my friends and then I have my family. Now, one thing that almost all of my family members will never understand, no matter how many times I try to elaborate, is the fact that there are certain topics that I don't speak to them about because of that respect factor. Topics like relationships, classwork, dark humor, and even philosophical talks about life. And I know full well I can talk to my family about them. I know that. It's just they aren't the first people I think to go to. And my reasoning is that the level of respect I am owed is vastly lower than the respect someone such as my mother is owed. When I'm talking to my friends, we're on the same level. There's nothing I can say or do to my friend that would lower or raise the respect that he's owed. And the same thing vice versa. When speaking to my mom in a quote-unquote respectful way, that respect bar is also never changing. The only power I have is to lower the respect I give to my mom, and the only power she has is to raise the respect that I am owed. Let me put this into a question. Do you call your teacher, let's say you're in school, do you call your teacher bro or dude? Do you call up your boss and playfully insult him? You this and that? If you answered no, which is a good chance that you did, it's probably because there is that level of respect. Now, I know that my explanation was a bit difficult to understand, considering that I was talking very fast, but that's just how I feel. And ultimately, it's about recognizing the humanity in others and treating them with the respect that they deserve. So, how can we implement respect in our daily lives? Well, one way is by practicing active listening, which involves giving your full attention to the person speaking and acknowledging their ideas and feelings, which is exactly what I was trying to say. Another way is by using language that is inclusive and respectful to everybody, avoiding derogatory and discriminatory terms. It's very hard to put into words what exactly respect is. There's chain of commands, kings and queens, princes and princesses. So it all boils down to what power the person in question holds. Like your teacher. Well, number one, in a lot of cultures, just the fact that they're older means that they're owed respect. Just that alone. But regarding that, they also teach you, they're in charge of your education, you see them every day, and when all of those are combined, and the fact that they're doing that willingly, they are owed respect. They have to deal with you and 3 other classrooms full of 30 kids each. That is a huge responsibility that they have to take. And the fact that they're able to fulfill that responsibility shows that they should, get respect. It's not exactly a foreign idea. Even in some countries where it's not exactly westernized, there's a lot of respect there. And according to that respect, people have different roles. But we'll get into that another time. Where was I? So yeah, derogatory and discriminatory terms. It's also important to be mindful of the impact that our actions and words have on others. Like, say you were to disrespect your teacher, right? And let's do accidentally first, because you might slip up. Everybody slips up. Let's say you disrespect your teacher first and you say, man, come on, dude. Like, you can't exactly be saying that. So if you disrespect them accidentally, it's alright. They might feel a little surprised and a little shocked, but if it's on accident, then it's alright. You apologize, you show them the respect, and that's it. Now, if you were to intentionally disrespect them, that just shows that, you know, you're not exactly a pretty good human being. If you can't even respect somebody else, how can you respect yourself? In the same way backwards. If you can't respect yourself, how are you going to respect other people? So that's really where the line is drawn. And we can show each other respect by treating them with the respect that they are owed. I know okay, you know what? I did say that already, but what I mean is it's about taking responsibility for others taking responsibility in a way. I know that doesn't make sense at all, but just bear with me here. It is your job and it is your responsibility to show respect to people who deserve it. If you respect somebody who deserves respect, that in itself shows that you are worthy of respect. I believe in karma. I don't know about, other people, because I've heard people say like, oh, karma isn't a real thing. But me, I believe in karma. And the reason I say that is because in my school, at least I would like to think that I treat everybody very equally and very respectfully. And guess what that brings me? Respect. That I haven't been in one fight. I've been in many arguments, but I've never been in one fight. And the only reason why is because even the biggest bullies in that school leave me alone, because respect goes both ways. It's not just me showing them respect. It's the fact that they also show me respect. They treat me how I am owed, and I treat them how they are owed. You don't have to be a specific person to gain that, because you can gain respect. Like, you can start off not having owed any, and you can gain it or regain it. Like, I don't know. I was about to go into a whole story, but let's just put it into short words. You need to have a sense of understanding when it comes to these things, because you can't just like log off after you hear this episode and just go start doing what you think is respect. Like, if someone's disrespecting you, don't go out and disrespect them back. Like, because then you're just fighting fire with fire. It's an eye for an eye, and the world goes blind, if you've ever heard that saying before. And what that saying means is that if I gave an eye for an eye, then we would both go blind. So I don't know what I'm trying to say with that. I guess it's more about just appreciating that. It's about appreciating the fact that respect is even something that can be talked about, something that can be implemented, something that can be applied. And if you're worthy of a lot of respect will be shown to you. And anyone who disrespects you is out of the question. Just don't even care about it. If someone disrespects you, it is not a good idea to go out and like threaten them or, hurt them in any way. Because as I said, I believe in karma. They will get their punishment soon enough. I promise. They will. Oh yeah, they will get their punishment. I promise. But yeah, just be grateful of the respect that is shown to you, and respect people that are owed. Now, what I'm trying to say in conclusion is respect, it's a vital component in our lives. It requires us to recognize everybody's worth and dignity and treat them accordingly. Respect is not just an abstract concept, but it's more of a tangible action that we can all take in our daily lives. By treating others with the same care and consideration that we want for ourselves, at least in terms of friends, we can build stronger and more meaningful relationships, both with ourselves and with those around us. Now, I know this was a pretty short one. I don't really blame anyone for trying to tell me like, oh, your episodes are short because a friend told me that. But that's actually going to be it for today's episode. I want to keep it short and sweet. TLDR, respect people and respect yourself. Be sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and stay tuned. I'll see you guys later, in this life or the next.